Man, I'm always freaking running late, but we're making it happen. Almost there. I have a couple links ready to go. Julie Cakes, thank you for joining, bro.
Welcome to Nomas Podcast Live, where we will react to videos, talk about current trending events, and possibly one or two conspiracies. So let's sit back, relax, and let's chat.
Hoy no más.
And welcome to Oinoma's Podcast Live. Yes, sir, we're freaking live. I was just mentioning to, I think it was my cousin and my friend Chris as well, Chris from Alive Studios, that it's always, it's a love and hate relationship. I love doing the lives because of the interaction, but I was rushing to get everything ready for the live, but we're here, we're making it happen. And today is the beginning of daylight savings. So we have more freaking daylight now, so we get to enjoy the day. And today was such a beautiful, beautiful day. So super excited about that. Annabelle laughed at Julie Cakes. Yes, sir. So Julian is here. Let's say what's up to Julian. I appreciate you, bro. Annabelle laughed at Julie Cakes. So yeah, appreciate you. By the way, this weekend we ended up watching UFC 313. It was I was expecting a lot more from this UFC event. I'm not sure if you guys follow UFC. I know Chris is also here. What's going on, Chris? I was just mentioning that it's a love and hate relationship with doing lives. But every time that you guys show up and join the lives, it makes it all worth it. But it's always like a freaking rush getting things ready for the live and having a couple links so I can make the videos a little bit more entertaining. But a long story short, yeah, UFC 313, Alex Pereira lost, and it wasn't the most exciting of them fights. He lost the belt, so that kind of sucks. I wanted to see the build up for the upcoming title fights, maybe in heavyweight and so on and so forth. But yeah, other than that, it was just good to get together and have some pizza with my cousin and his family. And yeah, it was a good weekend. Daylight saving started, and yeah, it was good. Also, on the weekends, the majority of the weekends. Yeah, Chris is like whack as UFC event. Yeah, I totally agree. There was only that one time where the guy did a spinning kick. The guy that looks like Conor McGregor, and he freaking knocked out the guy, like hit him right on the freaking temple. That was insane. It was like almost picture perfect, bro. Freaking insane. But other than that, I think all the other fights were kind of whack. But that kick within itself made everything worth it, I think. But yeah, this weekend I went, just like the majority of the weekends, Saturday and Sunday went to Choyas Lake. That's where I take my baby daughter and Teddy random times, but I try to make it every weekend, especially when the weather is as nice as today. And there's something I love about Choyas Lake and people that go out for walks, because the majority of people that go to these places, they have that mindset of, they're just enjoying like a positivity. everybody that goes on walks, it's a very positive environment there. The majority of people, at least, they'll greet you with a hi, good morning, or like, oh, your baby's so cute, or your puppy, etc. Right? So I just love those vibes. And something I noticed too, the majority of people that go on hikes, they're a lot older. So I'm pretty sure I have those older vibes now that I'm currently 36, about to be 37 next month. But yeah, I'm no longer into, going out for parties or clubbing or any of that. I just enjoy a peaceful walk, having a good conversation. At times I think I've called Chris here from Alive Studios, called my cousin. I just enjoy good conversation and a nice walk. And just if I'm able to at the same time take Teddy and my daughter to enjoy a nice walk and I get to have a good conversation, even better, right? So yeah, just those were the vibes for this weekend. And yeah, so let me see what Chris is saying. Oh yeah, poor Bobby Green. I thought it was missed, but he went to. Bro, that's exactly the same thing. When it first happened, we literally saw this kick when that happened, right? But I thought we both thought, my cousin and myself, that it was a miss. But then next thing you know, he just freaking drops to the floor. What the heck? It was picture perfect, bro. Like it happened so fast that we had to like only actually make sense of it through the replays. But yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, let's see, like when you told that one guy was yeah, so what my cousin is referring to is because my cousin saw this guy pushing a baby. I think he was having a stroller up a hill, right? And I think my cousin just wanted to start conversation. Like once again, it's all about like, hey, greeting, just doing small talk, right? But I turned it all gay. I'm like, yeah, my cousin has been checking you out ever since you started like walking up the hill. And so from being a nice and genuine conversation or conversation starter, right, it turned out super weird. So the guy just started looking at my cousin like, what the heck? Like this guy's been checking me out. So yeah, sorry about that. At times we like to play like that, but yeah. Anyway, so it was a very, very good weekend, very chill weekend. And actually this weekend too, Chelo wanted to surprise me. She's like, hey, you know what? I was going to order some fresas con crema type of thing. But I think the only difference with these fresas con crema was that I think they add some sort of pistachio sauce to it, or like some sort of pistachio freaking ingredient on top of the fresas con crema. And apparently they've been going viral. So she's like, hey, I got you a cheesecake. I know you love cheesecake. Cheesecake is my freaking weakness, by the way. So she's like, I got you a cheesecake. And yeah, so I'm sure you're gonna like this one. They do it with pistachios and everything. So I was kind of hyped up. I even made a coffee. Like this happened maybe like 2 hours ago, right? So she's like, yeah, I brought you the cheesecake. I made my coffee and I was ready to go. So I take the first bite. I'm like, man, this is freaking delicious. However, when I start like eating a little bit more out of this cheesecake, I realize that, and Chilla hadn't noticed, I realized that it was a cheesecake from Costco. And the only thing they did is that they added like melted chocolate on top of the cheesecake. And then they drizzled on top of a couple pistachios. You could tell the pistachios, they probably put it like in a blender and they just like put it on top as a topping, right? But I noticed it had, because I buy a lot of cheesecakes from Costco, especially for holidays. So I was able to tell the same freaking like the same way that a Costco looks. It was identical. So I'm like, wait a minute, this is a freaking Costco cheesecake. And Chelo, after I pointed it out, Chelo realized that this cheesecake was indeed from Costco. I even told her, look, at the very edge, you can tell where the whipped cream, they took off the whipped cream and they just put the drizzled pistachios and chocolate on top. And I could tell, I felt bad in a sense because I can tell like her excitement like went down. And well, obviously it went down because she realized that it was a Costco cheesecake. I told her, you know what? This is exactly what I've been telling her to do, right? I think, and I got this idea from Julian, my cousin. a while back. By the way, me and Chelo, we're going to be doing a whole podcast based on this conversation, but I guess this is a pre-podcast. But my cousin Julian had mentioned that a while back he had seen somebody at Costco buying a bunch of croissants, and that chicken they sold already made. And he asked her like, "Hey, why are you buying so many freaking croissants and chicken?" And what she told him was that she was making she has a little small business where she makes sandwiches out of that chicken that's already cooked and the croissants, and she sells them. She goes to, and I think it's some sort of potato salad. But what she does is she goes to construction sites where people, obviously, a lot of these men, they don't get lunch made, and well, she gets a lot of people buying these sandwiches. So like, it sounds perfect, right? Now you don't have to cook. You just literally assemble these sandwiches and make your money out of it, make a business. However, I had told Chill in the back in the days, I think last year, I had told her, you know what, because she wanted to make like cheesecake from scratch. I think her also her sister wanted to make cakes, and they wanted to make everything from scratch. I'm like, dude, why don't you guys just take this same approach where you guys don't have to do all the cooking? You guys just get a cheesecake. Maybe get like mazapanes, and you like freaking crush the mazapan on top, and then you just add like caramel drizzled on top, and there you go. You just made this cheesecake, and you can sell it by the slice. And she kind of didn't really she wasn't really too fond of the idea, right? But now it just so happens that the same people that she went to go buy a cheesecake from by the slice, they did exactly the same thing what I had told her. So they get a big old cheesecake from Costco, the ones they sell, I think it's like $18 or something like that, and they make it their own, I guess, in a way, where they drizzle the pistachios, melted chocolate on top, and they sell it by the slice. So they put it like in a small little container, and they put a sticker on top, and they label it, and good to go, right? But after I told her, and I showed like, Chilo, look, this is the exact idea that I told you about, and now they're doing it. And guess what? You ended up going out and purchasing this cheesecake. So obviously my idea works, but you can tell that there was a little bit of disappointment because she was expecting like a unique type of cheesecake, which I was too. Once I realized it was a Costco cheesecake, even though I love cheesecake and it was really good, but now it took away from being like a homemade cheesecake. So I want to get your guys' idea, your guys' thought process. Is this some sort of a scam? What do you guys say? Or if this is this is being smart from this lady, that now she doesn't really have to do any of the baking at home. She just she's being smart about this and creating a business out of it, because I think Chelo was mentioning that for the past like 5 weeks, 6 weeks, she's been completely sold out. So if there is a caller here, I think Cynthia wanted to call in. So this is exactly the topic that I wanted to mention. I wanted to hear your point of view and see what you think about this. And then we can get started with all the video, the other links that I have, so we can continue talking about this. So Cynthia, by the way, I do see you. So what's up, Cynthia? I see Joanna as well. Let's see. What's up, Joanna? Thank you for joining. Cynthia, if you want to go ahead and call in, this is the number right here. Let me see who else joined in. Cynthia, I did see what's going on. So if you want to call in, I want to hear your point of view. Let me see what you guys are saying. Got cheated out, realized it with food, huh? Okay, so let me know if you are gonna have a chance to call in. That way I can hear somebody else's point of view. But yeah, that's I personally at first think it's smart, but now that it kind of like happened to me and I was expecting a homemade cheesecake, it kind of like, I now see the other end of it, and I think we have Cynthia calling in. This is the number right here. Let me see who else joined in. Hey, what's going on, Cynthia? If you don't mind lowering the volume from your end, from the YouTube.
Yes, I did. Hi.
Hey, what's going on? Thank you for calling in to the podcast Hoy Nomas Live.
Of course. Hey, you're just touching up on one of my favorite desserts. So
Oh, no
tell
way.
me, ask away.
Oh, what's your
Oh my God.
what's your favorite?
If you only freaking knew my stories with cheesecake, I have like a total obsession. Um,
Oh, so you love cheesecake as well.
I love cheesecake. Yeah.
Okay, so you heard the story, right? That this person
Yeah.
she's been like sold out for the past, I think, 5 6 weeks. So
That's good
how
for her.
yeah. So how would you feel about this if you're like going and buying something like
Yeah.
customized, and then you realize that it was pretty much Costco bought, and they just drizzled a couple
Mhm.
of chocolate, and they sold the slice, they sold it for
Mhm.
$10.
Okay, honestly, when it comes to cheesecake, I would still buy it from her
Okay.
because, see, I don't know exactly who you're speaking or talking about because I haven't checked her out myself.
Yeah.
I would probably be your number one customer. But
Even if it was Costco bought.
yeah, okay, so this is my intake in the because so you can customize any item, any
True.
dessert to what people like, right? So my big thing with cheesecake is what topping goes on it. So if you can like really make a good jam to put over it or anything, any dip, anything, I'm sold. Like
Okay.
cheesecake in general, okay, yeah. If you want it homemade, I think she should probably open up to clients and give that option, maybe if they want a homemade cheesecake,
Mm.
but also like the generic, selling this I'm sorry.
No,
Hold on, okay?
you're fine.
I
Yeah.
have like the kids here. I wasn't expecting it.
No, that's fine. They can be part of the conversation as well. Yeah. Oh man, I think.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, wait till your baby starts talking and she just joins in on your podcast.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that if the lady is making her money and people are okay buying it, I find it perfectly okay because maybe she has a touch that she puts to it, like it could be the dips, the anything that comes along with that. And that's just fast food. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, that's true though. When you start looking into that, a lot of, let's say, a fast food restaurant, a lot of it, like the meat and all that, it's already pre-made by another manufacturer. So at the end of the day, they're just assembling these things, right?
exactly. So that's the key. If you know how to assemble it to where people are liking it, loving it, the presentation and everything, it's still customized at the end of the day. If you have a party where you have a party table for candy and stuff, that's perfectly fine with me because what I do, let me tell you.
Tell me.
So, okay, so at Jack, Jack in the Box,
Okay.
no, I'm not being sponsored.
Yeah.
Um, they have the New York style cheesecake. And so
Right. Oh, it's
what I love about it,
delicious. It's delicious.
it's creamy, right? But you
Yeah.
know what? They keep it in the freezer, it defrosts. It goes through a whole process before you even eat it and think it's okay.
Right.
Like personally, I would want a fresh one, but okay, whatever. So what I do is I make my own strawberry jam at home, exactly how I like it, with all the ingredients I like. So my cheap ass comes home, I have my cheesecake, and I pour my homemade jam, and it's like the freaking $13 one you get at Cheesecake Factory or wherever else you go,
Cynthia,
for the fancy stuff.
Cynthia, I think we just got you a new freaking business idea, just with your own homemade jam and then a cheesecake. It's already cut by the
Mhm,
slice. You got
mhm.
yourself a
No,
business.
no, I have to turn it down because I just got hired for something else
Oh
over the
man,
weekend. So
damn.
my friend, yeah, same thing though, same concept though, because you got to know who your customers are.
Okay.
And for instance, like I had my friend over the weekend for some service. Shout out to her, my friend Tiffany. I'll give you her at on Instagram at underscore tiff dot the dot queen
Okay.
underscore. Okay, so she does eyebrows and stuff. So she came over, then she brought her husband, and I made him ceviche, and they loved it. I'm like, bro, everybody knows how to make ceviche. He goes, no, like literally, we all pitch in $20 or this much so we can go and get a tray, and it's like 12 of us. I'm like, damn, that's big,
Yeah, yeah.
And I'll hook you up next time we want some if you can make it for us. I'm like, hell yeah. Before I was making lunch for my husband and I was sending him off with lunch for his coworkers. I was making them like shrimp a la diabla for their tostadas and queso melted over it and stuff like that for free. So when he told me that, I'm like, I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah, that's dope. So are you going to be making the ceviche? Ceviche?
Yeah,
Oh,
next
to
time they buy it weekly. He
oh
says they buy it weekly,
oh
so I'm like,
sure.
I'm in, bro. Like, I need like extra money for my wants, you know. So
You want to sponsor the
bring it.
podcast, and we'll put you on the freaking podcast.
Yeah,
I,
¿verdad?
I need some ceviche in my life.
I know. Voy a ser la next lonchera lady.
Yeah, dude, about that, there's so many people out there on TikTok that they literally go live and sell even burritos, and they sell out, and in addition from selling out, they're also making that money through going live because people send them gifts. Have you ever thought about that?
Hell yeah. I mean,
You said
no,
hell
I
yeah.
have not thought of that,
Oh,
but
okay.
I would be so in. I mean, like, what do they need?
Okay.
But
Are you eating cheesecake right now?
bro, no, I'm having boba. I was
Oh,
actually out with
okay.
Linda. We got matching piercings today.
Nice, nice.
So, the thing is that I get bored. Here goes my therapy session
Okay.
for everybody out there.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Cynthia.
Yeah.
So my thing was that I would love cooking, right, for my ex-husband.
Okay.
Well, now I'm single and stuff. I have nobody to cook for
Oh,
fancy
okay. Wait.
meals.
Okay. Hold on. So first of all, Cynthia's promoting her new business. She's promoting that she's single. So, man, she's taking full advantage of this. Okay, let's do it.
I'm selling myself, my services, my
For
food,
real.
my
Okay.
ideas. I'm kidding. Okay, no, pero what I'm saying is like, people are wonderful. They do wonderful things for their family members. And at some point, they don't expand it. They don't expand their ideas on things that they can grow, financially with. Pero there's people out there that appreciate your stuff. I would show
True.
up to work with like tamales, with freaking beer battered shrimp tacos all set up for them, and they're like, "Girl, where do you
Yeah.
get the energy from?" I'm like,
True.
"I'm not married."
Yeah. Well, check this out. In addition, look at what my cousin just said. I used to buy my lonche from my coworker till we found a roach in the tamal, and that's and that's
Yeah,
the
that's
thing too, though.
awful.
And that's the thing
That's
too,
awful.
though, because since a
Oh
lot of
my
this
God.
is homemade, you don't know how their kitchen look. You don't know how
Exactly.
their kitchen looks like, though. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Of course. Yeah, no. So I thought to myself, bro, if I want to do this for these construction workers, the least I could do is get like my what's it called? The food handlers card. Some sort of something. Because it's
Right.
only fair, I think, to your customer. That, and also I'm very careful when I prep for other people, like everything, because I know I worked in the culinary department. Not that I did the cooking, but I did like the selling. But you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
Cool. All right.
It's
Well,
very important.
yeah. So your point of view, so we can finish this and continue with the rest of the live. Your at your ultimate yes or no answer is it's not a scam because she's making it unique, right?
Yep, she's customizing it, not a scam.
Cool. Perfect. And by the way, you're a very good communicator. So I'm glad you joined in. And maybe next time you can do the whole Zoom and be on camera if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, I get shy.
Okay.
You can have my picture. You can have my picture. Like como like on the knee.
Yeah, I'll put your whatever picture you have on the dating websites. I'll put it on.
I know. Oh no, you don't want that. Don't. Let me give you my at for that. ¿No es
Yeah.
cierto? You can have find me. No es cierto.
Yeah.
Okay, bueno, yeah, not a scam. I'm proud of that lady.
Yeah.
The hustle is a hustle. That's what
Yeah.
hustling is about.
Cool.
But as long as it's clean, custom,
Yeah.
made with love.
Yeah, true that. And well, once again, Cynthia, thank you for joining in, and also, well, thank you for being part of this live. I know you supported last time, and it's a scary thing to do all these lives and trying something new from scratch. So I really appreciate every single one of you guys, including yourself, Cynthia, that joins in and is part of these little podcast lives.
It's fun. All right.
Cool.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you as well. Till next time, stay on the actual podcast because we have some good topics
Yeah.
coming up. Cool.
I am. All right, cool.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
So there you go. Cynthia obviously doesn't see it as a scam. Let me know how you guys think about all of this. I personally never saw it like that, but when it happened to me that like earlier today, I'm like, oh man, I thought it was homemade, so it kind of took away from it. So I can see both sides. But Yeah, thanks for hearing me out. Yeah, for sure. This is Cynthia, by the way. So if you guys are single, ready to mingle, this is her YouTube. You can find her on Instagram. I'm not sure if she has a TikTok, but I think Cynthia sounded like she's ready to cook for you. She's ready to be out there hustling as well until she finds herself a good man, a church man. So let's make it happen if you're single. So thank you, Cynthia, once again. But yeah, so that was our Sunday. This literally happened like maybe 3 hours ago, right before we put the baby to sleep. So yeah, I just wanted to get your guys' point of view for that, and then we're gonna jump into the rest of the podcast, or the live. Before that, I just want to put a quick announcement. If you're not subscribed to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Every single Wednesday we upload a new podcast, which we're going to be uploading. We're actually going to be recording right after this live. So yeah, that's coming up. And with that being said, let me do this quick ad, and we'll jump into the rest of the topics for this live. Quick reminder, we now have a call-in number where you guys can leave us voice messages, video calls. Let us know a story you would want us to share on the podcast, anything you want. The goal is being able to interact with the people that support the channel. Even if you're looking for love, we will find your true love on Hoy Nomas podcast. Also, for anyone that is interested on creating your own channel, we have our Amazon storefront linked in the description, where you can find all the cameras we use, the microphones, the lights, the equipment, where all of our podcasts are recorded to. If you need any help with editing services, we are able to produce your entire podcast, edit your short form content from Instagram Reels, TikToks, etc. You can look at all of our content as reference, and we got you covered. And finally, if you want to support the channel, you can leave us a super thanks down below, which will help us tremendously, and we'll make sure to highlight that comment on the upcoming podcast and give you a shout out. Now back to the podcast. And we are back. Okay, so the first video we're going to be taking a look at, I kind of want to play the very beginning of it, and then I'm out of focus. So I want to play the very beginning of this video, and I want you guys to take a guess what's going to happen, and then I'll play the rest of the video, and then we'll take it from there. So let me see. Let me start this one real quick, and then you guys can tell me what you guys think this video is going to be about. All right, here we go. Okay, so this video right here is, we have a man here. It almost looks like he's at some fast food restaurant or something. He's grabbing a cup, and let's see what happens. I want to hear what you guys think it's about, and then we'll take it from there. So leave it in the comments so I can read your guys' guesses. So he's grabbing a soda, okay. And what else? Is he going to grab water? Okay, what do you guys think is going to happen here? Take a wild guess. So we saw this guy grab a cup. I think he grabbed ice or water. I'll play it back so you guys can take another look. Okay, so there. He grabs a cup, fills it with water or ice or some sort of beverage, and what's going to happen next? Take a wild guess. I'll wait for a couple seconds. Leave your guesses down below so we can see if you guys figured it out. I don't think there's a link that you guys can cheat, but let me know what you guys think is going to happen next. I wish I had the little music, like like, you know, that like elevator music. I'm very bad at imitating stuff, but that elevator music while I wait for the comments. So throw water on the floor. Okay, this is what Julian is thinking right now. So he's thinking he's going to throw water on the floor to create a hazard to slip on. Oh man, okay, that's a very good guess. That's a very good guess. By the way, Julian, he used to be in the restaurant industry, so I don't know. He might be right. Create a hazard. Okay, so we'll see. Okay, anybody else wants to take a guess? 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, no more comments. So, okay, Julian is saying that he's going to create a hazard and some sort of, he's going to cause some sort of slip. All right, so let's go ahead and play this video from the start once again. And actually here. So the title of this video is New Jersey man gets caught trying to fake a fall, throwing ice to floor, and now has been detained. So let's watch it. So he grabs a cup of water. He turns back. I think he's thinking about it, and he throws ice. So it was ice that he grabbed, stepping away. And check out his acting. He's looking around. He's planning it. And I think that was probably the worst freaking acting one can do. Yeah, so he did exactly that. He faked the freaking fall and by throwing ice on the floor, and I think he was scared to make it more realistic, right? Because if he actually made it look realistic, he was actually gonna get hurt. So yeah, it's crazy that people actually do this, and but obviously, sir, there's freaking cameras there, and he did it right in front of the camera where the camera looks at. So I think that's why they put the camera there, because of these type of situations. Let me see. So this is what the comment section was saying. I just want to see his reaction after they show him in this video. Yeah, man, imagine being in court and they're showing you, like, bro, like how embarrassing you're gonna be, right? The thing is too, it's like I was thinking about this, and it's like you don't know what this person's circumstances are, right? But by the looks of it, he looks very well put together, very nicely dressed. So maybe he just was trying to get some retirement money, maybe just maybe to have a better retirement, because he did look like an older gentleman. So it's 2025. How does people keeps forgetting there's cameras everywhere? Yeah, exactly. His acting, the 1 out of 10. He didn't even step on the ice. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's crazy what people, or what extent people will do just to get some extra money out there. Let me see. But yeah, I just wanted to share that video because I thought it just caught my attention, and then we'll move on to the next one. This other one is I'm pretty happy with the outcome, just because it kind of sucks what working people have to go through. I know there might be two sides from this. From my point of view, I'm just happy in the way that this played out. But once again, if you guys have other points of views, feel free to freaking let me know. But yeah, so the next video we're going to be watching is man working on roof. Then ICE showed up. Not ICE like the ICE we just saw, but ICE, immigration. However, they could not get him off the roof. So we're going to play this video. Not sure if you guys saw this video out on the social medias, but yeah, it happened, and it went kind of viral. So we're going to play it right now. So here, so just to give a little bit more perspective, is Rufero de Alabama. El que persevera alcanza y logró después de 6 largas horas pudo regresar a casa. So apparently immigration was there for over 6 hours trying to get this man off the roof. You can see him right there sitting on top, and ICE was unable to go up to the roof and get him off.
De videos o situaciones donde están tratando a las personas trabajadoras como criminales.
Yeah, that sucks, right? Like, the man was obviously working early in the morning, because obviously they said after 6 hours they couldn't get him off. So he probably woke up, left his house from his family. He's just trying to make a living, and ICE is trying to go after these type of people, hardworking people.
Son personas trabajadoras que no cualquiera hace este tipo de trabajos, como se pueden dar cuenta. Inmigración duró 6 horas esperándolo a que bajara porque no subieron a arrestarlo, por la misma razón de que no cualquiera puede subir a ese tipo de techos por peligroso que es.
So yes, so she's saying that after 6 hours, ICE wouldn't even go up onto the roof and try to get him off because of how steep and how dangerous it is to trying to get up on these type of roofs. And you can see the decline on these roofs. Yeah, you can easily slip and fall. So obviously they didn't even try.
Que son. Y a pesar de saber que son personas trabajadoras, lo rodearon como criminal.
Yeah, he was being surrounded like a criminal.
Después de 6 largas horas, Migración se rindió y él pudo regresar a casa junto a su familia.
Yeah, so exactly that. When I first saw it, I'm like, man, good for him that he was able to like not just go down and just turn himself in, because his whole livelihood could have changed. Who knows if he has a family at home, kids, wife, etc. But it can change their whole life from one moment to another. And I mean, lucky for him. Other people, I'm sure they haven't been as lucky. But at least he was able to go back home to his family. So let me see what the comments are saying. So everybody's applauding him, and this video doesn't really have that many comments, but yeah, everybody's like cheering him on and laughing that they couldn't get him. So yeah, and I think that this guy got even interviewed. I haven't listened to the interview, so this is the first time that I'm gonna be listening to it myself. So let's see what he has to say.
¿Estabas trabajando
Tipo 10 de la mañana.
como a las 10 de la mañana?
9 creo.
Ok. Cuéntanos, ¿cómo te das cuenta tú que llegó migración?
So they asked him, how'd you find out that immigration got there?
Estaba pegando.
Rufi.
Estaba pegando en sí al roofing.
Ok.
Y de pronto miré para abajo y ya.
So he was saying that he was pretty much working, then all of a sudden he looks down, and that's when he spotted immigration.
Dos y otros dos adelante. Eran 4, pero en total eran 5.
Ok.
So it was a total of 5. I'm trying to play it, but not as much because of the music in the background, and I don't want to get like freaking a strike. But he's saying he first saw 2 in the front and then 2 in the back, but total it was 5 immigration officers.
Oye, una pregunta. ¿Tienes antecedentes penales o una orden de deportación?
So they're asking him if he has any sort of criminal records or anything that they would have a reason for them to go after him.
No.
Tu récord está limpio, nunca te han detenido de nada.
So his record is clean.
Ok. ¿Cuántas horas pasaste en ese techo?
No sé.
Dices que más o menos...
Sí, porque llegaron a las 9
So they got there at 9 in the morning,
y hasta las 3:30
and they left till 3:30 in the afternoon.
Te tiraste del techo. Es decir, no se fueron los agentes de migración.
Sí, fueron de la... Sí.
O sea, tú viste que ellos se fueron y dijiste, me voy a bajar del techo.
No se fueron.
A ver, cuéntanos. ¿qué
Oh wait, so they never freaking left. So so I haven't heard it right, but apparently they never left, and it was up until like 3:30 already. So let's see.
O sea, solo fueron a dar la vuelta como para que ellos vean opciones que si me bajo o no me bajo.
Ok.
Sí.
Y tú decidiste bajarte.
A los 2 minutos, creo, 1 minuto máximo. O sea, fue por segundo.
Fue por segundo. ¿Alguna vez pensaste en rendirte, en bajarte y en entregarte? ¿Qué te decían?
No, estaba yo decidido de estar ahí. Pues si van a subir, igual yo podría escapar.
Oye, en esos momentos de presión, ¿qué fue lo que te hizo quedarte allá arriba? ¿Qué te dio fuerzas para seguir?
Pues, como ves, estamos aquí por necesidad y pues yo no me iba a rendir.
Damn.
¿Pensaste en tu familia?
A mi familia.
Yeah, he pretty much said that he wasn't going to give up. He was going to try his hardest to, just to stay safe and be looking out for his family. How freaking sad, but a super good outcome for him. So, and this is things that happen on a regular basis to hardworking people just trying to make a living. So I just saw that and I thought it was very, very it was a good story to share, and just kind of just showcase what people have to go through on a daily basis. Good for him. Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, so now the next one, I think this is going to be the last link that I have here. This is pretty crazy here, this link, because it has to do a little bit with AI and some of the topics that we've talked about in the past. But if we're just scratching the surface to AI and technology that's coming up to fruition to the population, to society, this is going to be pretty crazy. So let me go ahead and play this. And the video starts with saying, Harvard students hack Meta smart glasses, and now they can dox you in seconds. So the Meta glasses, those are the glasses that they have. Literally, they kind of look like these, and they have little cameras on the side, and you can use them to like access Google, and then you can also record at the same time. But apparently, these Harvard students were able to hack them and check out what they can do. So right here, this is the picture. I'm not sure if this is the actual guys, right? But this is the little thumbnail, and check out what the video showcases. So let me see. I don't think there's any. Yeah, there might be sound.
When somebody's face is in frame. This photo is used to analyze them, and after
let me go back.
few seconds, their personal information pops up on your phone.
Cambridge Community Foundation. Oh, hi, ma'am. Wait, are you Betsy?
So with the glasses, they were able to get this person's information just within seconds, because they were able to scan the person's face and pulled up all of her information.
Oh, okay. I think I met you through like the Cambridge Community Foundation, right? Yeah. It's great to meet you. I'm Kane.
Oh wait. So do you happen to be the person working on like minority stuff for like Muslims in India at all or something?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Are you Kashif?
Yes.
Oh, I've read your work before. That's super cool.
So here's how it works. We stream the video from the glasses straight to Instagram and have a computer program monitor the stream. We use AI to detect when we're looking at someone's face. Then we scour the internet to find more pictures of that person. Finally, we use data sources like online articles and voter registration databases to figure out their name, phone number.
To use it, you just put the glasses on, then as you walk by people, the glasses will detect when somebody's face is in frame. This photo is used to analyze them, and after a few seconds, their personal information pops up on your phone.
Yeah, so that's freaking crazy that this technology, if some students were able to figure this out, it's crazy what it's already out there, right? In access on all the cameras you see, security cameras, and just what the government already has. So then it gets you thinking, why is there still missing people? Because obviously this technology is already out there, accessible, and if these students were able to figure that out, that literally with these glasses you can access in anybody's information because you can scan it. And now imagine if you're walking through your day-to-day life and you have these glasses on, and then instead of being on your phone, now all these different pop-ups. Let's say if you pass by a restaurant, then you're going to see like their Yelp rating, right? Like the 4 stars, 3 stars, 5 stars. And then you're going to be able to select whether if you want to go to the restaurant or not, just by wearing these glasses. And also accessing people's information right away, because you're going to be able to scan their face and all their different records. And how this video was showcasing, they can even lie to the person like, oh, I've met you before. And if they're in some sort of sport or where they work at, because maybe they have their LinkedIn associated to their account, who knows, right? But all of this is going to be, it's pretty scary that all of this is going to be accessible to people. And if this is already happening. So let me read some of the description that this article is saying. So doxing is the act of publicity or of publicly revealing private or personally identifiable information about someone without their consent. This information can include full names, home addresses, phone numbers, emails, workplace details, and other sensitive data. In October 2024, two Harvard students, I'm not going to pronounce her name, Gwen and Cain, demonstrated how Meta's Ray-Ban smart glasses could be modified to identify strangers in real time using facial recognition technology. They integrated the glasses with publicly available tools like PIM-Eyes, enabling the retrieval of personal information such as names, addresses, and phone numbers by simply looking at someone. Their project named Eye X-Ray aimed to highlight the potential privacy risks associated with such technology. They have not released the code publicly due to safety concerns, of course. So yeah, they're working for the feds after this. Yeah, exactly. This shit got to be made illegal, of course. But who knows? I mean, I'm sure all of this is already out, just not accessible for the whole society and population. We need privacy laws in America. Doxing sounds pointless. What's the point of having someone else's name, phone number, address? I don't agree with this person. You can do so much with somebody's home address and information. But yeah, let me know what you guys think with this. I think Chris mentioned something along the lines, essentially no different from what China does to their people with social credit score. Yeah, it's true. But I think here in America, it's somewhat similar, but I don't think it's very promoted as much, or at least I don't think they try to disclose it or to the people like that. But I think they already do it in some sort of way. But that's just a conspiracy. And this is all for entertainment purposes at the end of the day. But yeah, based on these videos, anything that resonated with you guys, I'm very close to the 1 hour mark. If there's anybody that would want to call in to the podcast, do the final call before we close this one up. This is the number right here, 619-713-4176. If there's anything you guys found interesting, and you guys would want to add onto this live, be my guest, literally be my guest, and call in so I can hear your guys' point of view. Chris, if you have a moment and you want to call in, I know my cousin Julian he still hasn't wanted to call in. It's very understandable. It can be scary to be live and being heard, but this is a safe zone. Obviously, you guys saw earlier Cynthia calling in. She's promoting herself to find true love here on the Hoy Nomas Live. So I think we're going to be a recurring thing that we're going to find love for Cynthia. So yeah, we have that going on. I'm going to give it like 2 minutes before see if somebody wants to call in and share their thoughts because I'm getting close to the 1 hour mark. But yeah, let me know. I want to create. So by the way, if someone wants to call in, I'll give you guys 2 minutes. So feel free to call in any moment right now. But something I want to do is I don't know if you guys are interested in this. What I want to do is create a group chat to share different links or something like that we can have the different ideas and topics, and we can select 5 for the next live, right? Let's say throughout the week, maybe hit a couple highlights, and then by Sunday we have our selected topics, so we can just all have a conversation, maybe calling in through Zoom call, etc. But that's my idea. If you guys have any sort of ideas, or if you guys just want to send me links, not sure if we want to do the group chat because maybe you guys don't feel comfortable with one another, at least not yet. However, maybe you guys can send me links hey, this is a good topic to talk on next live. Then let's go ahead and do that. I would love that. That way it's just not me picking freaking topics, because literally I was rushing to just get a few of these going. But let me know if this is something that interests you. I'll keep all of you guys that joined in into consideration. So if I do a group chat, I'll make sure to add you guys if you guys are interested, or just individually if you guys want to send me links for the next live on Sunday, be my guest. I don't see any calls coming in. Going once, going twice. Oh, man, for some reason I'm going out of focus. But yeah, any final diebacks? If you guys don't want to call in, make sure you guys drop a comment if you guys have any thoughts, any last minute by the ways. But yeah, once again, I just want to say thank you for joining the Hoy Nomas Live. This is honestly has become one of my favorite topics not topics, but platforms to be doing on social media. I'm doing this because I'm out of focus. So yeah, and this wouldn't be happening if you guys weren't calling in. Otherwise, I'll be just talking to myself. So thank you, appreciate that. And I don't see anybody calling in or any comments. So once again, my name is Angel Houseman. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. Live on Sundays, 8 o'clock, like today, and every Wednesday, a new podcast. That's our current schedule. By the way, tomorrow being Monday, myself and Chris here, we're going to be doing the live, separate from this channel, but it's going to be pretty much giving advice for social media and talking about conspiracy theories, actually. So that's going to be happening tomorrow at 8 o'clock. If you guys are interested, I'll go ahead and shout it out on my Instagram. Once again, well, I didn't see any more diebacks. So once again, till next time, thank you for calling in. I really appreciate you guys. And let me see if I can end this real quick. And till next time, subscribe.